right, we're good to go.
Hello, this is our presentation about eye detection and eye human interactions. Um, this is our group members.
James Sun.
Alexandre Koraia.
Haiying Chen.
And Angelina Risa.
All right. So yeah.
A simple description of our project will be presented shortly. We'll be using Epic Games' game design engine, Unreal Engine 4, to create a game that replicates and demonstrates an interaction between artificial intelligence and humans. To create the simulation, we'll be using the programming language Blueprints. Blueprints is one of the two scripting languages that Unreal Engine 4 uses for game creation. Essentially, the code uses the built-in function of AI perception inside the engine and gathers data as it traverses the map. When a player goes into its perception zone or the sight zone, then it gets detected. Then it goes and chases the player, attacking it if it gets close enough.
Now for the background information, it's gonna be presented shortly here. We're gonna generally talk about AI. Artificial intelligence is a theory and development of computer systems that are capable of performing tasks that require human intelligence. In other words, taking elements of what we today consider to be exclusively human traits and transferring them to a machine in a satisfactory manner. These human traits include visual perception, voice recognition, decision making, and translation. In addition, communication, the ability to learn new things, the ability to abstract or associate with new knowledge based on already established knowledge. And a number of other issues are key to development of artificial intelligence. The machines should also have the same knowledge that we learn in school, the difference between right and wrong. Today, artificial intelligence performs relatively simple tasks so that we humans will need to spend time on them. This use of artificial intelligence enabled the machines to take over repetitive tasks, often resulting in improved efficiency, but the use is still very limited compared to the potential of artificial intelligence.
All right. So number 3 is the code explanation, and we'll just go over some of the crucial code that's used inside of the simulation. So number 1, this is the AI behavior tree, and it basically chooses like what path that the AI is going to take, like whether if it detects the player or not. So over here you can see it says the enemy is set, or over here the enemy is not set. So it's basically saying which choice the AI should take if they see the enemy or not, and in this case the enemy is going to be the player. And this is the second part. So this is the AI perception function, and it takes the input data that the AI gathers using its AI perception function, and it creates outputs like defining variables. So over here, this node set value as object, like this sets the value of the target object, or in this case the player, for the AI, so that it knows like where to go and like where to follow. And over here, this is the AI perception panel, and it basically like dictates the AI sensing settings. So for example, the sight radius changes how far the AI can see, and the peripheral vision here basically changes the field of view for the AI. And this is the locomotion system for the AI, which links together all of the animations so that it can like run around and also attack the player.
So this is the other information, the motivation, meaning, and other relevant information behind our creation of our project. So our group decided to choose the topic of eye detection because it's a popular developing topic of modern world, and there's so much potential in smart IA, and we decided to learn more and pursue this subject. As said in the previous slide, smart IA is a booming topic within the modern computer science. Okay, this is our the link and sources that we used for our project. This the links for our demo video, which is linked, and object tracking in games, and roles and functions of our artificial intelligence, which we use for our background information.
And yeah, that's our presentation. Thank you
Thank you.
guys for watching.
Okay, now I'm just gonna quickly go over the code. So first we import the libraries, and then we get the import as a pandas data from the CSV, and we drop all the things that don't have root text or repeat that rating, and then we basically only care about those two, so we limit to those columns, and then we define a function is good review, and basically if it's greater than 3 stars, then it's a good review, and then we apply that. As you can see, it creates a new column, and then after that we tokenize it, so basically creates an array of strings, and then we take the top 800 most frequent strings out of all the 35,000 reviews, and then here you can print it, and then we convert into an array basically of which contains what, and we split the data into testing and training, and then we fit it into the logistic regression model, and then accuracy score, as you can see, is 80%. And an example is here, which is this is a bad review, and it prints out it's a bad review, and this is a good review, and it prints out a good review.